What's up, One Piece fans? If you haven't watched my previous video, you know that One Piece is one of my favorite animes, if not my favorite anime of all time. But with the current chapters and the current state of One Piece, I got a couple questions and I got some opinions I want to share on it.
We get Franky as a babysitter, a Sanji who's just pure assist, Scared Trio just doing nothing really, Zoro fighting Lucci, a missing Robin. We haven't seen her in Lord knows when. It's probably been like, what, 15 chapters? As well as a missing Brook. Like, Brook, where have you been almost this entire arc? Like, Brook has not really done anything since Whole Cake Island. Now we're left with a Luffy carrying by himself. Like, Oda, you gotta step the Straw Hats up.
If you haven't already, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what your current opinion of One Piece is right now. If you think it's good right now, kind of mid right now, or just not what you thought it was gonna be. First off, I just want to say, I'm not here to just bash One Piece or anything like that. I want to say, Oda's been doing a good job with, in the Wano arc at least, putting on a great showing for Zoro, Sanji, Luffy, and even Robin for a little bit. Robin was getting, she was out there doing her thing. She broke, what's her name, Black Maria back with the new demon little transformation that she got. But then, like, even in the most recent chapters, it make you think, like, what are the other Straw Hats doing? Usopp, Chopper, Franky, Nami, and Brook, right? What are the other Straw Hats doing? And I mean, it's still a question if we're gonna get another Straw Hat, but that's besides the point. I truly think that, I was talking about this with my friends before, and I want to hear your opinion on this. I think with the most recent episode with Law fighting Blackbeard, and like I said, this is not spoiler free. This is not spoiler free. There's going to be spoilers in this, so if you're not caught up, you probably want to click off the video. But I feel like after the most recent episodes and what's happening at Egghead and what we know about the world outside of just the Straw Hats, like the Blackbeard Pirates and the Shanks Pirates and all that type of stuff, I currently feel like the Straw Hats aren't in competition with them right now. Like, obviously, Zoro, Sanji, Luffy are pretty strong. But then when you think about, like I said, Nami, Chopper, Franky, Brook, and Usopp, it's just like, when are they going to get their, like, character defining moments that are going to make them strong enough to compete with, like, some of the best crews in the verse right now? And I was talking about this with my friends, and I want to hear your opinion on this. But I feel like after the most recent episodes of One Piece where Law fought Blackbeard and we got a showing of what Van Augur, Aokiji, and even in the manga, we get to see what not Black Maria, sorry. What I'm losing her name, but it's the girl on Blackbeard's crew with she has like the nine-tailed fox devil fruit. I'm forgetting her name right now. We were talking about if Jesus Burgess, Shiryu, Blackbeard, and Aokiji were to pull up on the Straw Hats right now in the current state of One Piece against, all the Straw Hats, would they be able to beat the Straw Hats? And I truly think they can beat the Straw Hats because, Luffy currently has Gear 5 and Conqueror's coding, or Advanced Conquerors, if you want to say. Sanji doesn't have either one of those. But he does have that super fast infrared Janbei transformation. Zoro, he's just now getting his feet wet with Conqueror's coding. It's to the point where he throws one attack and he's almost on his deathbed. So I truly don't see how the Straw Hats will be able to beat, Kuzan Aokiji that fought Akainu for 10 days. And Blackbeard, who probably has Conqueror's Haki, 2 Devil Fruits, and I mean, his Devil Fruit literally has the ability to negate Devil Fruits. And on top of that, he probably has the second most destructive Devil Fruit in the show. And then we casually have Jesus Burgess in one of the most recent episodes, or the episode before this episode. He casually picked up a mountain and was talking underneath the mountain. And then let's take Van Augur, for example. Van Augur was one-shotting crackers that Gear 4 Bounce Man Luffy, it took multiple punches to beat those crackers. So it's just like, are we going to sit here and say that Jesus Burgers isn't beating Frankie, Brooke, Usopp, and Nami kind of by himself? Because Nami is like, we can all agree, right, that Nami is like literally nothing without Zeus. She's literally nothing without Zeus. If, let's just say, for example, somebody was to like cut Zeus, almost like how Zoro cut, I think Zoro cut one of Big Mom's homies or whatever. He cut one of his homies, and then, I mean, that homie was just out for the count. If Zeus goes out for the count in a fight, what does Nami do? Like, how does Nami defend herself if Zeus dies for some reason? And let's take Usopp for example. Usopp hasn't had a great showing with his character since Whole Cake Island, where it took almost a whole group of people to power him up to shoot Sugar with observation hockey through a building. And you have Van Augur, which is Blackbeard Sniper, which, I mean, it would make sense for Usopp to fight Blackbeard Sniper. He's casually one-shotting crackers with his scope. Or not with his scope, with his sniper. Usopp's using Kabuto still, which is that slingshot that takes years to wind up and release. So it's like, what do they do? How do they win? How does Usopp beat Jesus Burgers? How does Nami beat Jesus Burgers? I can see maybe Frankie getting like some big like mech or something, but it's like, how does he beat Jesus Burgers by himself at that? And then, not even on top of that, the way I see this going, Luffy right now, he's got Gear 5. He just fought Kaido and learned Conqueror's Coding. With that being said, I don't think Luffy has full control of his Devil Fruit. Like, he's still gassing out and turning into that old man in Gear 5 after using Gear 5. So it's like, if we put Luffy up against Blackbeard with the Devil Fruit to negate Devil Fruits, I don't think Luffy's going to be able to beat Blackbeard and then be able to put up a fight to help his homies without plot armor. Without plot armor. I'm gonna say that. Without plot armor. And then let's just say Luffy does beat Blackbeard. I don't feel like he'll fight again after that. He's gonna be done. I mean, he's gonna be gassed out, he's gonna be tired, he's gonna be injured. Then we have to put trust in Sanji and Zoro to beat Aokiji. And I feel like Aokiji should, and I mean, he's shown against Garp that he has advanced Conqueror's Coding or advanced Conqueror's Haki, which Zoro is just now learning and Sanji just outright doesn't have. So whoever you put up against Aokiji in that fight, it's going to be an extreme div fight if they do beat him. So then that leaves Shiryu Rain and Jesus Burgers to fight. And Zoro would most likely fight Shiryu. So then that means Sanji is going to fight Aokiji without Conqueror's Haki. Sanji's not winning that fight. And with Oda saying, Oda came out his mouth and said, we are in the final saga of One Piece. So I can't think of a saga of One Piece that had more than 4 arcs or 3 arcs or anything, or more than 4 arcs. I can't think of an arc in One Piece or a saga in One Piece that had more than 4 arcs. So if Egghead is counted in this final saga, that probably leaves us with 3 good arcs for the Straw Hats to be able to beat Blackbeard's 11 or 12 Titanic captains or whatever. And I just don't see how that's going to happen without it being like super a plot armor ass pull type of thing. Now, I just want to hear y'all opinions on that. And also, another thing I wanted to speak on is I was talking to one of my closest homies about this. You know, he got a keen eye for One Piece and stuff like that. But where do you think Luffy is? Where do you guys think Luffy is in terms of being one of the top strongest in the verse right now? Luffy, and like I said, Luffy, he has Gear 5, which Luffy's Gear 5 is almost like what Goku's Mastered Ultra Instinct was in the Tournament of Power. If not, it's a tad bit better. It's a tad bit better. But Luffy still gasses in and out of that transformation. He's not fully comfortable with that transformation yet. Now, with that being said, he also has Conqueror's Coding. Just learned Conqueror's Coding. So I feel like there's still like advancements he can make towards his Conqueror's Coding. It's not the best right now. With that being said, do you guys think Luffy is top 3 strongest in the One Piece world right now? I just want to hear your opinion on it. Where do you think Luffy stands right now in his current state in One Piece? I truly don't think he's like, I'll probably put Luffy at 6. I still think Aokiji might be stronger than Luffy, but by not, oh wow, I just got sniped. I don't think Aokiji's like leaps and bounds stronger than Luffy, but I don't think Luffy would just outright slam Aokiji. Like I don't find that happening in any light. But I just wanted to share my opinions on that.